Hello, everybody. I am MrGamingGuitarist, and I know that it's been quite some time since I've made a video, and I want to apologize, and that's because my air conditioning was out. I was being prepared. I didn't have, and I mean, it sounds like such a first world problem, but when I don't have proper air conditioning, I don't have my full energy. I'm not able to concentrate. I'm not able to focus well when I'm dealing with extreme heat because it was getting around 80 to 85 degrees in here in my house. So anyways, that all got fixed and now I'm finally back and I'm here now starting now to review this episode of The Flash Season 2, Episode 7. This episode was called Killer Frost. I'm sorry, Season 3, Episode 7. And this was the episode that Kevin Smith directed. And I have to say, immediately right off the bat, this was the best episode of Season 3 so far. And I don't know why I'm still surprised. I mean, because I don't know if it has to do specifically with Kevin Smith directing, because the Runaway Dinosaur was one of my favorite episodes last season of The Flash. It was so good, and this was so good as well. And that's because a lot of the things that have been building up between all of our Team Flash members, everything just started coming together, and all these things that we have been waiting for and the things that have been building up and building up and building up non-stop, they all came together here in this one episode. And I just have to say, Danielle Panabaker did an amazing job in this episode, because this is the episode where you truly got to see the struggle between her trying to still be Caitlin and also becoming Killer Frost. And we still don't know if that thing that we saw with Vibe, where he saw that future of her, of him, of the two of them fighting, if that will come true or not. We don't know yet, but what I can say is they are finally setting up the template for Caitlyn to become Killer Frost, and I just loved everything about this episode, because whenever you're watching important scenes happen in an episode and you feel very anxious because all this buildup is finally paying off and you don't know exactly what's going to happen in this episode, you've got no clue what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going on in this episode, especially when you saw Joe struggle, when you saw Joe feel so helpless about not being able to help Wally. You saw that all that stuff happen all here in this one episode, and it's just everyone's performances were great. All the troubles with Cisco being with Cisco having to deal with his brother's death, and still holding Barry responsible for that, and that having a permanent impact on their friendship. And it's all the negativity that's going on with the characters. You see all of it here, and it's like everyone here all goes through rough stuff, and seeing how these characters handle the rough stuff, it's just nothing short of amazing television to watch, because while it's nice to see them all be light and fun and happy, uh, you truly get to see just how great all these actors are when they have the really heavy, they've got the dark dramatic material to deal with, and that's what we saw tonight. And so yeah, what else do I have to say? Oh, that thing that happened. So anyways, I thought the best scene right there was when they let Caitlin out from the cell, and Barry just said, "The only way you're getting through here is to kill me," and he just kept edging her and edging her and edging her until she finally broke down and snapped out of it. And so I guess that's how we know that it's the powers taking over her, and this is going to be a constant thing now where Caitlyn has to keep fighting that. And so it's so exciting the way that they're going to set up the future for what the main storyline for this episode is. And I will say, I really did like the thing about how we thought that Barry and Julian were fine. They had that one drink together, and we thought, but then that thing at the end where he says, please don't tell Caitlyn to the, I believe Patterson was his name, don't give her up to him. And then he just says, okay, as long as you hand in your resignation. That was some cold shit. I'm sorry about the pun, but that was some cold shit. And it shows just how much Barry cares about Caitlyn. And, he says he loves her because she is family to him now, just like how Cisco is family to him. And it shows just how far Barry is going to go to protect the people that he loves. And this episode stands out among everything about why I love The Flash so much, why I love this show. And that's pretty much all I have to say. The only nitpick I have to say is that at the very end, when it was revealed that Wally is, when it was revealed that Julian is Alchemy, I think that was too obvious. I wish that it could have been someone else. We'll see how they'll handle it. At first, I was disappointed about Jay Garrick, or who we thought was Jay Garrick, being Zoom, because we thought that was it was just really someone we already know. Shit. I thought that it was going to be some big reveal, but then it turns out no, it was Julian this whole time. And we've had it work in the past where one of the big villains turned out to be someone that we already knew. But when they found out that Julian, like in the last episode, when they said Julian never showed up to work, which is weird, and he's not responding to his calls, like, shit. Well, they're obviously trying to set up that he's Alchemy, but then it was a false move. But no, it wasn't a false move. He actually is Alchemy now, and so we'll have to see. But then again, I have faith in the writers, and I have faith in the people in charge of this show, and they haven't severely disappointed me in the past, unlike another show with a guy that dresses up in green. But hey, season 5 has been pretty solid anyways. And also, I'm really glad that we finally we have Wally West becoming Kid Flash. I loved it, and so we can't wait to see how that develops in the future. So anyways, I love this episode. I don't think there was... I would say this episode is a 9.5. I thoroughly loved it, except for the Julian being revealed as Alchemy. I thought that was kind of... But hey, they can win me over with that decision in the episode after the crossover. Because I doubt Alchemy will have anything to do with the crossover. But anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week when I get to review all the crossover episodes. Oh god, I can't believe it's finally here. Oh. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Bye.